Welcome to English class. I am Surinder Kumari, teacher to English from Kendra Vidyalaya number 2, Pathankot. I am going to deliver a lesson on Madam Rides a Bus. This lesson has been taken from CBSE syllabus First Flight book for class 10th. This is a story of little Wally and her first bus ride. This has been written by famous Tamil writer Valikannan. Introduction. The lesson Madam Rides a Bus is about a brave 8-year old girl who had a strong desire and, along with it, the courage to fulfill it. She liked gazing at the hustle and bustle of the street, and her favorite part was the sight of a bus arriving and departing. Thus, she developed a deep desire to travel by bus. For that, she needed all sorts of information about the bus journey, collect the bus fare, and then plan it so that she could be back home before her mother woke up from her afternoon nap. Nap is a short sleep. Thus, the story brings us recounts of how innocently but responsibly she fulfilled her deepest desire and her experiences on the bus ride. How an incident makes her realize the reality of death. This lesson has been written by Valikannan. So, Valikannan is a pseudonym of R.S. Krishnan Sami. He was born on 12 November 1920 and died on 9 November 2006. He was a Tamil writer, journalist, critic, and translator from Tamil Nadu, India. The lesson is about an 8-year-old girl named Wali who did not have friends to play with, and so she would spend her time by looking at the outside affairs going on the street. Her favorite part was to look at the bus that passed by her village every hour. It gave her endless joy to look at the new set of passengers each time the bus crossed by. Gradually, when she wished to travel by bus, soon the wish turned into a desire, and therefore she made it her mission to fulfill it. So her desire was to have a ride on the bus. She started listening to the conversations between her neighbors who frequently traveled by bus and in the process would ask a few careful questions here and there to collect more information about the fare, about when the bus moves to another town. You can see a girl standing and gazing at the bus. So this shows her curiosity, her eagerness to ride the bus. So she is Wali. Just like this, she knew that the town is 6 miles away from her village, and it took the bus 45 minutes to travel one side. So 45 to and 45 fro. So 1.5 hours, you can say. One-sided fare was 30 paise, taking it 60 for a back and forth ride. Therefore, she started planning and replanning so that she could sneak out. Sneak out means walk stealthily, hidingly from anyone during her mother's afternoon nap. Nap, I have already told you, a short sleep, and come back without her knowing anything. She needed to save the money which was not easy. And for this, she had to resist the temptations of eating candy, peppermint, and to have a ride on the merry-go-round. So these were the sacrifices she had to make in order to save money, control her temptation. Finally, she saved enough money, and one fine day, the brave 8-year old took the bus during its not very busy hours. She refused to take any help from the conductor or fellow passengers. It was an amusing sight for everyone to see such a small girl, as I've told you, hardly 8-year old, all alone, like an acting like an adult. So she behaved, treated as she was an adult. The conductor was of the joking sort, and thus referred to Wali as a grown up madam. So he called her Madam. Short heighted Wali would stand on a seat to be able to see clearly from the window, while everyone advised her to sit for her own safety. But each time someone would poke their nose in her business, Wali would get annoyed, angry, as she didn't consider her as a child. She didn't want to be friends with an elderly lady who was worried about her because she thought she was not socially capable enough. She enjoyed seeing what was going on outside, and the sight of running cow in the middle of road was abruptly a funny scenario for her. It was really funny sight for her to see a cow which was running in front of the bus. Upon reaching the town, she refused to get down the bus because she was too afraid to do so alone. While returning, she carried extreme, means very much, enthusiasm, excitement until she saw a cow lying lifeless or dead on the road. This was the same cow she had seen earlier. It was the same cow that was so joyous previously. The last time she saw it, Wali got terrified at the fact that how a creature so full of life can instantly, suddenly turn into something horrible, means lifeless and dead. She sat down silently for rest of the journey. Upon reaching home, she found her mother and aunt talking about the endless possibilities in the world outside. And as Wali had experienced, when she came home, entered the home, Wali affirmed to what her mother was saying, leaving both of the ladies astonished. So both of them means her mother and her aunt. But Wali said yes. She nodded her head on listening their talk about the endless possibilities in the world outside. She then justified her reaction by mentioning that she was casually agreeing to what her mother had said. So you can see that how the cow was full of life running towards bus or in front of the bus earlier, but after that she was seen dead by Wali on the road. The new words or unfamiliar words we can say we learn from this lesson are as number one is curious. So curious, eager to know something or learn something. Like if I say she was very curious to know about bus journey, wistfully means longingly, wishingly. So I would like to do this job wistfully. Kindle. Kindle is set alight. So fire something. Here, kindle means to kindle some feelings, like feelings of happiness, feelings of sadness, So the sight of dead cow kindled feeling of unhappiness in Wali. A slang expression. Slang expression means informal words which are used within a close group. Devoured means read quickly, something eagerly. Canvas. Canvas is a coarse fabric which is not smooth fabric. Blind. A partition. Curtly means rudely, brief or rudely, rude. And drivel here means silly nonsense. Thriftily, when somebody spends something, some money, so very carefully, is not extravagant. So this is called thriftily. Resolutely stifled means suppressed or to control, controlled with determination that he or she is not going to do this, as Vali did it. Vali resolutely stifled her um, temptation for peppermint and this and that, ventured out. So when you go out for a new journey, so went cautiously or courageously. So Vali ventured out for the bus ride. Hamlet. Hamlet is a small settlement with a few houses. Gobbling up. Gobbling up means to swallow something or to eat hastily, fast. Thoroughfare. Thoroughfare is a busy public road. Merchandise, things brought for sale. You must have seen in the fairs or in the market also many things which the sellers sell or bring for selling is called merchandise. And one who sells those is merchant or a trader, we can say, or a sailor. So, railroad crossing, an intersection where a railway line crosses a road or path. So, these were the new words or the vocabulary that we learned from this lesson. Thank you for watching this video.